On today's show, oh man, I don't know if you guys are ready for this because I've got like 3 comedy stand-up bits that I'm working out and I'm ready to drop them on you. It all has to do with employees must wash hands and, of course, getting caught in traffic, picking my nose. Also, you gotta watch the previously on scenes for every TV show. But before we get to talking about that, Matty Potts has some regrets he'd like to talk about with you. We've got a game show that Belly has put together, and of course, we are going to end the day with Guess the Song in the Video. That's right, folks, it's a fun one, so strap it on. All from TTR Studios. It's time for Luch Dog in the Morning. And now,
laugh all you want. I'm the one who's gonna be on TV.
from TTR Studios.
I can't quite remember how that one goes. I gotta admit, I'm a little high. No biggie, I'm cool.
It's Luch Dog in the Morning.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Skater D.
Hey, I'm John Charles Meyer, producer of Dave Made a Maze.
Hey, what's up? This is Scott Ladotti, author of Play the Devil, and you are listening to Luch Dog.
Luch Dog.
Luch Dog.
This is Andy fucking Cruz from SiriusXM 415, and you're listening to Luch Dog in the Morning.
#1 podcast in the world. Yeah, boy.
Welcome back, folks! Oh, Braxton Blue is in the studio. It is his birthday. We will celebrate with you. So welcome to the show, my wonderful friends. Thank you for hanging out with us on another Wednesday morning, 10 a.m. right here on TTR Studios. Belly Matt LaBelle in Stu. What's up, dude?
Good to be here as always. Happy Wednesday.
Yeah, it's great to have you. We are excited to do your game show. I can't wait coming up next. You guys might feel stupid, but first, it's Matty Potts!
Greetings and salutations. Good morning, guys.
What's up, dude? We are excited to do this along with you and, of course, the birthday boy himself, Braxton Blue. There he is on camera. He's setting up. He literally just walked in the studio. Brax, you were a little bit late today. Get that microphone. What happened?
I forgot to set my alarm last night, naturally. So, rolled out of bed at 9:30, and now I'm here.
That's okay. It's your birthday, so that's fair. You
Feeling like Belly today.
Free pass. All right, so folks, we got a lot to get to today. Let's just go ahead and get started. Would you like to start with, let's have Potts be the barometer for today. Potts, would you like to start with employees must wash hands or picking my nose in traffic?
Let's start off slow with employees must wash hands.
Employees
please.
must wash hands signs in the bathrooms. How do we feel about them? Belly, any thoughts?
Please wash your hands.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I wash my hands constantly at work. I put my hands on all of your stuff when serving you food.
Yeah, you do. But are you 100% wash hand rate? Hand wash rate?
Yeah, if I'm
At
in
work.
the bathroom.
At work.
Especially if I'm in the bathroom,
Yeah.
it is 100% wash rate.
Let me ask Potts, not at Marinade. I'm sure you're 100%. Well, actually, this is a good conversation, and I don't want to put you on blast.
Can I just say real quick? I actually, not only do I wash my hands, but I always am conscious of the fact that when I walk out of the bathroom, I still have paper towels in my hands. So anyone that's because we have a small restaurant,
I like that.
So people can see me as I walk out.
I like
and
that.
I make damn sure that I'm still holding the paper towel so everyone else knows. And my business partner Scoots doesn't even wash his hands in the bathroom. He goes and then walks behind the counter and uses the hand sink there, so everyone sees him washing his hands as he just walks out. So we're not only conscious of it, but like super anal about the fact that everyone knows we do it as well.
So I do something very similar. I will wash my hands in the bathroom, but because my bathroom is so disconnected from the bar, I come back and I will wash my hands again at the bar.
See, that you guys are doing it right. Now, that's how you do it at work. That's how it's done. You should take notes if you're in the food industry. Those 2 answers are perfect.
And it's not only to do it, but the other half is to let all your guests know that you've done it. That's the other half of the game that I think.
Because I don't know when you walk out of the bathroom. What am I supposed to know? I'm just trusting you. So I wonder.
Exactly.
Well, my whole point was, I don't trust those signs at all. Every time I see an employee must wash hands sign, I go, pfft. Because let me ask you a question. That, to me, like, isn't that the equivalent
I wish those signs said, all people must wash hands after using the restroom.
Well, that's great.
Yeah,
That's also true. In fact, before I hit the punchline, what percentage of the time when you're not at work do you wash your hands? If you're at home, do you wash your hands after just peeing? You're by yourself? The answer is no. Come on.
Not every time.
Come on. Pots.
The only time I don't wash my hands, I'll tell you right now, is when I go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and I'm sleeping.
Sure.
Like I'm sleeping.
You would wash your hands if you went and took a piss right now. You're home. You're by yourself. You'd wash your hands.
Instinctually, yeah.
Wow.
Wow. I mean, I'll give them a little rinse. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not like, washing my hands for 30, because the rule is you're supposed to lather up, then put them under running water for 30 seconds. And when a health inspector comes, this is a test that they get a lot of employees on because they're not thinking that way, where they'll say, well, first they'll see if you touch money. They'll set you up. They'll try to get you to touch cash, which you're supposed to immediately wash your hands after if you're dealing with food.
Smart.
And so a lot of people wash their hands, but then they don't do it long enough, and you actually get docked points off your health score.
All right, so here is where I'm getting at, and that's interesting information. I didn't know that, but what I was getting at is the reason I just go every time I see employees must wash hands is because are you telling me that is supposed to make me feel better? Like, let me ask you a question. Hold on.
Better.
No. Well, it shouldn't, Potts, because this is where I'm going with this. This is where I'm going. Okay.
I'm an asshole, apparently.
No. Listen, it's a rule, right? Oh, because it's posted, I'm supposed to follow it. Well, the speed limit is posted. How many of you actually go the speed limit? And that's when people can see you.
Hey, I go above and beyond. the speed
Exactly.
limit.
You don't obey that. It's a posted sign, and that's in public. You're telling me I have to just trust that they obeyed a posted sign that nobody can see them obeying? No chance. I don't buy it at all. You might as well just not even put that sign out there. It doesn't do anything for me.
I mean, at the end of the day, you don't need it. You're either a hand washer or you're not a hand washer.
Does that sign make any difference for you?
So for me, I'd have to say the sign is not the thing that makes the difference. And in all honesty, if the sign wasn't there, I wouldn't think about the employees washing their hands. Because that puts the thought in
It
your
almost
mind.
makes you think about it. Am I right? It's like
Yeah.
if you need a sign, well, why do you need a sign then? Brax, am I crazy?
No, I think Belly makes a good point there.
Just that it puts the thought in your mind. Otherwise, you wouldn't think about it at all. You're going to the bathroom to do your own business, and now you're thinking about the employees doing all of theirs.
See, I have the opposite. I like the reminder. It does make me feel a little bit better, because if someone's not normally a hand washer, maybe they'll look at the sign and feel a little bit guilty and then just run some freaking cold water at the very least under their hands. But, I mean, it makes me feel better. It does.
Yeah.
Social Media Lounge, fire away. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. And again, thank you guys for watching. All of you on TTR Studios is the channel right here on YouTube. Again, podcasted everywhere you can find podcasts. So that's all. I just wanted to bring that up real quick. I saw that. I was doing a 8th grade middle school, they're from Ohio and they come to DC, and anytime this middle school comes to DC for these, they want to see the Smithsonian, they want to tour DC and all the museums, and they always call me. I'm like the resident DJ for them. And I was having a blast with these 8th graders. We're actually going to do something fun with that later in the show. These kids were so awesome. But I was on my way to the show, and I was in the gas station, and I saw this sign, and I was like, I got to bring this up. Does anybody actually feel better because they see an employees must wash it? Oh, good, they enforce rules of cleanliness here. It doesn't help me at all. But what really is the funny story from the evening is what happened to me while I was in traffic. So this must have happened to you before, which is why I'm telling this story. I realized that, if I shit my pants, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to tell you guys about it.
I won't.
Because that's how I deal with embarrassing things. This is how I deal with it. Potts is looking for a sound. He can't find an appropriate sound.
I don't even have one. Which is extremely disappointing right now.
Don't you have a toilet flush? I feel like you do.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
there you go. Now,
bathroom emergency.
Yeah.
Bathroom emergency.
So I realized that I tell embarrassing stories all the time. I know that. It's my way of dealing with it. I feel like if I can't talk about it, then it's just going to sit and rot inside of me. So I'm driving yesterday, and I'm on my way to the gig, and I start, we're in traffic. You know me. We were talking about this yesterday on the Voice of One Wheel, which is our One Wheel show, 11 o'clock a.m. on Tuesday, Eastern Time. So I'm driving in traffic, and I'm just I am knuckle deep up my nose. I just got something that I'm working on, you know what I mean? I'm really working it out. It's one of those that's attached to the caverns of your nostril, and you gotta break it off. But now it's like a game. I got to get it.
Now you're making me think about it.
You disgust me.
So that's fine. All right. So immediately I realized, whoa, I'm one knuckle deep. And I look to my right, and there's cars just looking at me. And I'm like, damn it. And that threw me off, right? So I immediately was like, oh no. But as I went, oh no, and pulled out, I felt it dislodge, right, from the wall of my nostril. But where is it? I can't find it.
Oh my God.
I hope it's just like hanging off of your fucking face.
Dude, I'm in the mirror. I'm in like my rearview mirror. I'm like, what the fuck? I feel like it should be on my mustache. It's not. Like, where the hell is this thing? What, Belly?
I'm waiting to figure out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like really about to throw up already. So
You're telling me it like fell into your mouth or something?
No. So I'm looking for it, and I'm like, I can't find it. And I'm like, all right, well, it's gone. It's like a grape that you drop in the kitchen. After a certain amount of time, you're not going to look for it anymore. You know, it's gone. It's in the abyss.
that is very true, by
Right?
the way.
Like, I'm not going to spend any more time on this. I got to drive, you know. So all of a sudden, like 3 minutes later, I bite my nails like an idiot, and I just go like right like this, bam, and I notice, yep, booger right on the tongue.
No! You're gonna make him throw up.
Did I get it?
Oh, fuck, man. That's gross. Oh. I can't even think about it or I'll puke, honestly. I don't know why.
Oh, if we can get him to puke on air, man, that would be so good. The Pots, it tasted a little salty.
Oh, no. He's gonna go.
Oh, he's going to do it.
Nope. You can't.
My eyes are watering.
I know, we can see
That's
it.
so disgusting.
No, dude. It is gross.
That's very gross. And I immediately...
But, like, how did you not think to check your finger?
I mean, I'm driving. I was
And
looking
also,
all around,
biting
you know.
your nails.
I bite my nails like the best of them.
Like, let's double down on some bad
Yeah, what are
habits
you,
right
12?
here. I'm
Dude,
gonna pick my nose,
you guys
and then I'm gonna
Your nose
bite
and
my
bite your
nails.
fucking nails.
All right, first of all, you all pick your nose. Let's not act like I'm the
Whoa.
only one who
Dude,
does
but
it.
I like in the privacy of my own home. Like,
I'll
as
do
a
it while
normal
driving.
person.
I have no qualms
Yeah,
about doing it while
I'm
driving.
not crazy for that. Don't you put that juju on me.
Yeah.
But I will say it was pretty gross. I mean, biting my nails, although, couldn't
Tell you
you
when
say?
I'm not doing it at work.
Yeah.
Because I wash my hands at work.
Well, couldn't you say I'm immune to pretty much every disease because I put all the germs in my mouth daily? I mean,
So what did you do with the bug once you?
Oh,
bite
I
down
did
on
almost
it?
what you did.
You're justifying the fact
Yeah,
that
for
you're
sure.
putting the dirtiest part of your body at
Yeah.
all times,
Yeah.
pretty much, besides the taint.
It's like Dwight Schrute on The Office who wants you to cough
Dude,
on him.
I used to bite my nails all the time. I feel like a chick will look at you biting, like look at your nails as
Yeah.
one of the first signs of like what kind of person you are. Honestly,
Social media lounge, pop off. Hands are a big yes or no. They're a deal breaker for women. Guys'
It's
hands.
just, I think
well,
it's,
manicured men hands are probably very up
False.
on
You know what I've heard girls look for is workers' hands. They want to know a man
Oh,
does jobs.
That's
like
fine.
they can work.
I'm
Like they
talking
don't-
about groomed nails and
Yeah. You
things
got nice
that aren't
hands.
going to
That was
scratch
yeah,
them.
like my hands aren't pretty, but I file them and I trim them. But I have working hands, so they're always cut up and stuff. But when a girl holds my hand, she always says, she's like, "Whoa, you have the softest hands."
Oh,
And I mean,
I don't think that's
it's probably
helping.
because I jerk off a lot, so I always have
So
lotion.
that
on my
lotion-
hands,
That
honestly.
Jergens is really
But-
helping you out.
Yeah, I have super soft hands,
She's-
but I mean, I hit the gym almost every day, so I mean, I have like calluses on my hands, and I mean, sometimes they can look kind of gnarly because I do get them chopped up. I mean, I work, and I like always have burn marks and cut marks, but I mean, they're smooth as a baby's bottom.
Well, doesn't she ever realize that one hand is a little smoother than the other?
I mean, I just keep them on the left hand.
Come on,
really.
he's obviously a two-hand man.
That's awesome. Yeah. So no, once I
I'm
put
not that Italian.
once I put it in my mouth, oh god, it was just I did exactly what
Oh,
Potts
What
did.
in your mouth?
The booger.
Oh, we're back to the booger.
Yeah, I
get
just
it.
did
Let
exactly
them
what
know.
Potts
Yeah.
was. Potts said it was just like a oh, and then I reached for my phone immediately and sent myself a voice note, picking your nose in traffic, so I would remember it for talk about on the show today.
So picking my nose in traffic is literally the start of that video.
I mean, that's a whole Seinfeld episode. He's a picker.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not a picker, and I will stand up for all those who do pick.
People should pick. It's actually healthy to get that stuff out of there.
Just wash your hands first. Brax, it's your birthday,
Also,
dude.
trim your nose hairs as well.
Yeah, that'd be good. It's Braxton's birthday. Brax, get that microphone. What are you going to be doing today? You doing anything fun?
I'm actually going on a cross-country plane ride. So
Really? Where are you going?
Going to the beautiful Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh, is this the one with the pool and the mountains in the background and all that?
Yes, it is.
This kid, I don't know if you have any way to pull that up on the internet and show the people.
We
could probably find a way.
Studio mode and whatnot.
He's just got this awesome hookup with this house out there in the middle of Arizona. It's like at the base of a mountain. It's got this massive pool in the backyard, and then the mountains are overlooking the pool. How old are you turning? Can I ask you?
24.
24 millenn. You're a millennial. He makes the cut, right?
We're all millennials.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not. Potts and I are not. We are past the cut. Sorry.
I am.
You are.
Fine. Feels good to be related to 24-year-olds at this point.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this. We'll take a break. When we get back, do you guys want to do Potts's? Let's do Potts's regrets, and then we'll do Belly's game show all third segment. We'll just take it home with that. So Belly, take me out of here. Let's get out of here for break, and then when we get back, Potts, you got something about regrets?
Yeah, not so much. I mean, I was trying to think of an example for me. I have a scenario, and I'm interested to see what your response is.
Got it.
There we go.
Got it.
Belly.
Got it.
Belly.
Got it. I was in the social media
Belly.
lounge. What can I say? I was in the social media lounge. The social media lounge.
Hey,
I don't know if you've shown the social media lounge yet, but we've got a whole new view of the social media lounge.
Show 'em, Brax.
Here
Look
on
at
Luke's
that.
Dog in the Morning.
Oh, Valentine's being poured daily. We hold each other accountable
Rocks
here.
and meat.
Belly is 1 for 3 today so far at the plate. He's going to finish 3 for 5.
Oh, the home run's coming at the end.
It's coming, folks. Just stay right there. We can't wait to do this all with you next. We'll do Potts' regrets when we get back. It's Luch Dog in the Morning.
At litmradio.com.
Marinate Restaurant puts a unique twist on fast casual dining by starting with only the freshest ingredients to slow cook delicious melodies of tastes and colors that are sure to delight your senses. Whether you're craving the Chipotle pulled pork sliders, honey basil chicken tacos, or the infamous kitchen sink wrap, Marinate has something for everybody with tons of vegetarian options too. It's the perfect choice of catering for your offices or events with fast and friendly service from a brand new store on Melrose and Western. Stop by today, or you can order online at marinateyourlife.com.
Yay for Taco Tuesday! Don't forget, buy one, get one free. All damn day!
Tacos, wraps, sliders, and sides. Slow cooked to perfection at Marinate Restaurant. marinateyourlife.com.
What's up, y'all? It's Maddie Mads here. This show is sponsored by TTR Studios. Whether it's weddings, parties, karaoke, audio, video production, and all your entertainment needs, call TTR Studios, LLC at 703-850-2223 or check them out at ttrevents.com. Start the show, Luch.
Luch Dog in the Morning.
Welcome back, folks. It is Luch Dog in the Morning. Thank you for hanging out with us. We're excited to do some regrets from Matty Potts. So let's get to it, right into the show. And of course, actually, before we do that, Potts, did you realize we have set up a donation page?
Nope.
Yeah, we did. It's if anybody, listen, we said this on the Voice of One Wheel yesterday. I'm going to say it again today, and then I'm done with it. For a while, at least. we started having people realize that we had to pay. I mean, the stream looks amazing lately. I mean, with everything that we're doing, obviously I know Potts is a huge fan. We're all very, very pleased with how things are going. But we had to pick up a $2,000 computer in order to make that happen. So,
When?
What do you think? How do you think this all looks good now? I did that last week.
What? You bought a new computer?
Yeah.
The best computer money can buy at Best Buy.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what kind of computer?
It's a gaming computer that is. It doesn't even have a brand I've heard of. It's by iBuyPower. It's got like the glass side and all the colors going on inside of it and stuff.
Whoa.
It's got 6 USB ports on the back of it, so it's just you can run. I mean, we got 4 cameras going into this. Anyway, this stuff's not cheap, folks. And so what we wanted to say is, we've always said, I want your attention, not your money. People then started saying, well, how can we give you our money in case we want to donate anyway? And so I did create a page. If you feel like it and the mood strikes you, the page is gofundme.com/TTR Studios. It's that easy. If you feel like dropping it, we've already raised $375 so far. So thank you to everybody who's donated. It's awesome. And if you guys want to, feel free. But we do not expect it of you. We are just grateful in case that is something you want to do. Now, Potts, what is going on with you? You've got something that you want to bring to the people here. I got to hear it.
Well, before we start, I just got to let you know, I do my little Instagram videos, and I do have one on deck that completely makes fun of crowdfunding. So when you see the video, just know that this was not directed to you in any way, although I now might update my sketch to include you.
Yes, please
because
do.
It'll fit perfectly what I'm doing.
Please do.
I just do not want you to get offended when you see one of my next videos because it is 100% about this. So.
Money, please.
Yeah, money, please. Feel free to take the
I
clip.
want a new set of boobs. Pay me. No.
Potts, feel free to take the clip of me saying what I just said and putting that into your little clip and using it as the punchline.
If I knew how to do that, I would do it for sure.
I'll help you. So what do you got for us?
I don't know. Have you guys heard of the TV show called This Is Us, starring Mandy Moore?
I bailed on it. You guys actually, when I came out to watch it with you and TBA, you introduced me, and I just got tired of crying every week.
Yeah. So, I mean, I watched the first season with my now ex. It's a great show to watch with a partner because you will cry, and then she'll think you're in touch with your feelings and blah, 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 and hopefully you can get a handsy after the show.
Hold on. Real quick. Is this anything like, I know, I don't mean to interrupt you, but is it anything like the, I don't remember what show it was, but the joke on the show was take a girl to a play, you will get a blowjob afterwards. I think it was Curb Your Enthusiasm. Is this kind of the equivalent? Like it's like a sensitive kind of thing where the woman's having so much fun and that she all of a sudden just needs to get on her man?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you tell a girl that you want to watch this show, she's going to be like, oh, my God, that's so sweet.
Okay.
And it's a great excuse to Netflix and chill. And they're going to be all emotional after. And, yeah, I mean, if you can't get a little bit, then you're doing something wrong. Okay. So, anyway, I stopped watching it after the first season. I mean, it's like I said, it's really something you watch with a chick, or unless you're Luch, you just watch it by yourself. But I was listening to something, and so I don't know if this actor Oliver Hudson, he's Kate Hudson's brother or half brother or something, and son of Goldie Hawn, and
he's not the dad, is he? Is he the dad in the
show?
No.
Oliver Hudson is Kate Hudson's brother, who Goldie Hawn had with a different guy, not Kurt Russell.
He's talking about his character on the show.
Yeah, but what character is he on the show?
I'm getting to that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So
okay, I'll shut up.
So they had an interview with Oliver Hudson. He was up for. He's not on the show. He was up for the role of Mandy Moore's husband, played by the guy that was on Heroes. I forget his name, but I mean, if you watch the show, you know. And so he looks very much like the lead guy. So he was testing. So when you go to an audition, then you get a call back. Then when you get far enough, it's called testing for the network. And I mean, when you test for the network, you are there.
Yeah.
And you're literally usually only competing with yourself or maybe one or two other people for the same role. So Oliver Hudson was like, hey, his agent was like, you're being tested. This is awesome. Oliver Hudson had a 10-day fishing trip planned, and he loves fishing so much that he passed on the test for This Is Us, went on the fucking fishing trip. Not only did they never call the toolbox back again, but they obviously gave the role to someone else, and now they're in, season 3 or 4?
Oh, it's one of the biggest shows on TV.
Shows on network TV right now.
I'm fairly certain Oliver Hudson is...
He says in an interview he does not regret this because that's how seriously he takes fishing. My question is, obviously, have you ever made a decision where you kick yourself. And, I listen to Stern a lot, and he always asks this of actors is, do you regret giving up any roles? Are there any roles that you gave up or that you passed on that turned out to be big hits? And that's my question to you guys. Have you ever done anything or passed on something that you've either regretted or maybe not regretted? Maybe it was a big thing that happened and you're like, you know what, that other guy deserved it, or it was my bad for passing, and it is what it is. I mean, I'm trying to think of myself as an example. And I mean, honestly, there aren't, I don't really regret. I found that I don't really actually regret anything, but you regret what you don't. And this is kind of a cliche phrase, but you regret what you don't do, and you don't normally regret what you do. I just said do. And do you guys have any example of that? Just
I do.
A big miss.
Yes, I do. It's not mine.
Okay.
Belly, do you have one? Go ahead.
I was wondering what else this guy is in, things that he's done. Maybe he doesn't feel as bad. As you can see right now, we're showing a picture of Oliver Hudson, so you can see who he is.
Did we get him? Oh, there
he looks a lot like the main guy that's on the show.
He does for sure.
Good job, Brax and Belly.
But he's in shows like Nashville. It's pretty...
So he's fine. He's so big, he doesn't need... the call.
No,
he doesn't need
This
Is Us. Did you guys know about the story with Hulk Hogan and the Foreman Grill?
Yes, I have heard.
You guys are on the mics. You know that.
I know.
What's going on over there?
Up all day yesterday.
What is happening right now?
I actually know that I actually worked at a talent agency when I first moved to LA, and Hulk Hogan's agent was in my office, and I heard the story firsthand. Hulk Hogan.
It's perfect. No, I have it. I have it right here. I have the whole thing right here.
Go for it, because you'll get more detail.
Well, it's in one paragraph. According to Hulk Hogan, and this is from UnrealFacts.com. I actually heard this, and it's common knowledge. On his show, Hogan Knows Best, he claimed that he was offered the chance to endorse the grill first ahead of George Foreman. When his agent tried to contact him, he missed the call because he was picking up his kids. For some unknown reason, his agent never tried to contact Hogan again, and as a result, George Foreman was given the chance to endorse the famous grill first. And then Hogan basically picked up, I think he got it was just such a garbage, second option.
Yeah. And I forget what it was, and he did it on his show. I think it might have been an energy drink, actually. And he actually went on QVC and tried to peddle it and went nowhere.
Yeah.
And that is 100% true story. He missed out on the Foreman opportunity, the grill.
Belly, have you ever gotten anything that you've regret, like an opportunity that you've missed?
Yeah, there was this really hot girl that I think was into me this one time in college. And was talking to me at the bar, and I just didn't think I had a chance with her whatsoever. And then later on figured out that I did, and totally regretted that later on.
So, Potts, I'm going to do this on air. Belly, when we talked a little while ago about the neighbors that were over here, they're smoking hot neighbors that we have, you know what I'm saying? And Belly, after the show, was like, they're probably going to listen to this. And I was like, yeah, good.
Yeah.
Because I said to him, wouldn't it drive you crazy if you lived across the street from I'm not saying that this woman is the most beautiful woman on the planet. I'm saying to me she is. She's my top draft pick. If I had to do Mel Kiper's top 25 list, I'm going to put her at the top of the list. She's going to be amazing. She's got a really great hair. She's got an amazing face. She's really my perfect height. She's got a lot of energy. She matches me great. This is Mel Kiper, and she's my number one. So I'm just saying, wouldn't you kick yourself in the gonads if 10 years later you're just friends and you're at her wedding or something and she's like, oh, this actually I thought it would be you one day back when we were neighbors, and wouldn't you just kick yourself for never going for it because you thought she was out of your league?
Yep.
No, thank you.
You are one pathetic loser.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to let that happen. No chance. So if for some reason she's into this guy.
Wait, are you single? Are you talking to a girl right now?
No, this is just a girl that's really cute. This is just a girl that's really cute that he hopes is into her, so he puts it out there.
Luch is making a plea for a girl on air. That's the new one.
Hey, baby.
Hey, girl.
I'm so done.
Which girl is it?
Brax, what about you? Any regrets, Brax?
I regret a lot of things.
Into the microphone. I'm sorry, that was my fault.
I regret a lot of things.
What do you mean?
Just here and there, you know.
Let's dive into the
whatever it may
deep
be.
delves of Braxton Blue. What's the matter? What do you regret? Give me something real.
Let's see. Going back to college after living in Los Angeles and getting my degree, that sounds ridiculous, but I truly believe if I stayed out there, I'd be in a completely different place right now.
So you don't believe you need your college degree. What's your degree in?
Information science and e-society, which is basically like the logistics of the internet, social media, stuff like that. So it helps what I do, but, you know, I could have learned that all on the internet by myself.
Well, I mean, you're probably getting a lot of experience just doing this show that you can't get.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not against college, but it's funny, Potts, because do you want to go off?
I mean, I'm completely against college.
I
went for 3. I went, I think, total 3 years, dropped out 3 times, dropped out of Radford twice, dropped out of Northern Virginia Community College once, never ended up graduating. At the end of the day, it all turned out to be a monumental waste of time and energy. Although I did have fun, and I was about to say I learned something. I didn't learn shit, honestly. The only thing that I took with me is the information systems classes that I took in middle school, and that taught me how to use Microsoft Office and a lot of the basics of just computers and how to use the basic computers. And that's the one thing that's helped me. I mean, to this day, I cannot believe it when people tell me they don't know how to use Excel or they don't know how to use Word. I mean, I just think that is a big miss. And, you know, like things like QuickBooks. I took a class on QuickBooks, which is an accounting program. I took a Photoshop class, which I don't remember any of it. But at the time when I was doing it, it was a huge help. And those are the things that I took with me. Literally nothing else in school I remember or have used since, period. I mean, it's just a waste of time.
So I don't regret going to college. I don't regret it, but the money thing is
I regret the bill every month.
I regret the bill.
The money bill's huge.
But I
the
don't
way that,
regret the
I'm sorry.
memories I made and the friends I have now and the things I
all
did.
The experience is really, I mean, it's funny. I was talking, it's a perfect segue. I was talking to a guy last night as I was setting up, and he's like, oh man, that's really cool. Wow, look at that. You did all of your gear. You got it in on one cart. And I was like, yeah, because guys, I bought a wheelie cart that folds. It's like a really nice one. Work smart, not hard. Like, what the hell have I been doing lugging these huge speakers up and down every freaking night? Like, get a cart. And he's like, wow, you can fit all of that on one cart? And I was like, yeah, dude. And he started talking to me like, wow, look at how much easier it is to do this compared to like 20 years ago when DJs had to like, you know, bring crates of records.
Records.
Yeah, right? And I started saying, yeah, well, you seem to have an eye for this. Do you ever do anything in entertainment? And he's like, yeah. You know, I used to produce TV shows in Ohio. This is the group from Ohio. He's one of the chaperones. And it's funny because I used to like, when I would talk to somebody like that who's actually been in TV, like actual TV, I would feel a little bit, or radio, I would feel a little bit, you know, small potatoes saying, oh yeah, I do that too. I mean, it's on the internet, but it's not, you know, but we do a really professional broadcast. Yeah, it's internet.
Right.
You know, that's how I feel people are gonna respond 100%. To that. There has been a change in the tides, folks, because I'm telling you, within the last 6 months to a year, ever since live streaming became such a thing, nobody responds like that anymore. You know what his response was? I go, yeah, I actually do a little bit of that myself. It's on the internet. And he goes, oh, yeah, well, that's where everything's going. Good for you.
Yeah.
That was the difference.
I feel like it's a negativity around podcasts. And I do feel at some point the tables will turn.
They're turning right now. It's happening. I'm telling you it's happening.
So hopefully we'll be on the cusp of that because... Like, I feel like there's still a big stigma. And I mean, a lot of it because I listen to Howard Stern and he hates podcasters. Of course he does. I get it. But
he's inspired about 90% of them.
Yeah, well, because we basically have what he wants. No, he has it now, which is no.
He has what he wants.
Okay. Let me clarify. I just meant no handcuffs on the radio, no FCC. But he has that on Sirius, which is, you know.
He doesn't have FCC on Sirius.
He has the freedom from it. Exactly. He has the freedom from it, which is what he's always wanted. And, you know, he's paved the way for people like Chad Dukes who can now say the word bitch on the radio, right?
Douche,
that's what it was. He was talking about Chad Dukes. So the reason I brought up this guy is because he was talking to me about, I went to East Carolina, and I said, yeah, did a little bit more partying than studying, though. And he goes, yeah, that's what you should do.
Right.
And it's funny because, like, I'm sure I got a business management degree. I run my own business, go figure. I don't use anything that I learned from that degree to run this business. It's literally all my work experience afterwards. I was running a music school. I now know how to book clients and respond and do follow-ups and set my calendars and make sure I have a backup plan. Like, that's all stuff that I learned on the fly. And so I'm not here saying don't go to college. I probably wouldn't have gotten those jobs if I didn't have a college degree. Maybe, I guess you could say that. But God, if you had to ask me, go back and do it again with somebody like, this is going to sound shitty, but I mean, this is just how I think. I believe in myself. I know I have skills. I know they're better than their skills that I've honed that are above others in this industry. I know I'm good at what I do. And so I believe in my ability to do that. I don't know that I should have gone to college, to be honest with you. I could have been doing this for 4 years instead.
Did you get student loans?
Yeah, I'm still paying them.
All right, yeah. So I mean, that's the answer. If you have to get a student loan and you're not going to be a doctor or an attorney, don't go, because all you're going to do is graduate. You're going to get some like bottom paying job. It's going to take you 10 to 15 years to pay off your student loans. You cannot get out of it, even if you declare bankruptcy. You're paying interest out the ass. It is literally one of the biggest scams in our country, aside from health insurance. And it's really, it handcuffs you the second that you graduate.
And just like you said, Potts, and it's very much more specific to like trade schools and things like that. But if you're not going to be a doctor or a lawyer, or that basically
something
is
that
it right
absolutely
now.
Requires it.
Something that absolutely requires all this training and coursework and things like that. If you're going for dance, fuck you.
Go ahead and get some real life experience. Start working at the clubs, at the bailandos. Who knows? We're just having fun with you guys. Thank you for hanging out. Let's do this when we get back. It's time to play a game show. Will we give something away? Maybe. I have a feeling you're going to learn something too, so stick around. It's all right here on Luch Dog in the Morning.
At litmradio.com.
Restaurant puts a unique twist on fast casual dining by starting with only the freshest ingredients to slow-cook delicious melodies of taste and colors that are sure to delight your senses. Whether you're craving the Chipotle pulled pork sliders, honey basil chicken tacos, or the infamous kitchen sink wrap, Marinate has something for everybody with tons of vegetarian options too. It's the perfect choice of catering for your offices or events with fast and friendly service from a brand new store on Melrose and Western. Stop by today, or you can order online at marinateyourlife.com.
Yay for Taco Tuesday! Don't forget, buy one, get one free. All damn day.
Tacos, wraps, sliders, and sides. Slow cooked to perfection at Marinate Restaurant. marinateyourlife.com.
Luch Dog in the Morning.
SoapboxSports.com. SoapboxSports.com for all of your sports needs. Again, that's SoapboxSports.com. Why have you not gone there yet? What are you waiting for? You know you like sports. You know you like Belly. And if you like Belly, you know you love Jack. You probably heard him on this show giving analysis. It's better than any analysis you're going to get on ESPN or Barstool Sports, whatever that is. You're going to love it. Go over to SoapboxSports.com. Check them out on Twitter. Help me out.
Soapbox_sports.
There it is on Twitter. And make sure you check them out because they're doing a lot of cool stuff right now. I just talked to Jack, and he's feeling a lot of good stuff coming. So he said, hey, make sure that people know about us. because we've got a lot of new stuff on the site. So if you like sports, it's a great time in sports right now. I know you're a Caps fan.
Woo! Even though they lost last night.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. But just head over to soapboxsports.com. Belly is the vice president over there. Jack LaBelle runs the whole thing. And I will see what you got for us. I'm very excited to watch and follow along with you guys. So, let's do this thing. Belly, you've got a quick follow-up from last segment.
Sure. I know I just told dance majors to go themselves.
Don't you walk it back.
And they can. They can always go fuck themselves. But I just wanted to point out that I did get something out of college. I went for a communications degree, did journalism. And I want to point out that it's helping me right now at this exact moment. I did practice studios all the time in college because our college had that available, and that helped me a lot. So thank you, Radford University, for supplying the correct form of education with hands-on learning.
Hey, Potts got something from college, too, but it was also from Radford. It was just scabies. That was the difference.
Right.
Scabies, yeah. Scabies, that's what we'll call them.
If you're leaving college without anything other than an STD, you did not do it correctly.
Okay, well, I guess that's how you do it at Radford.
No? Anybody? Am I by myself? Anybody?
So, let's do, if we can, a game show. Are we ready for this, Belly? Okay, so I'll do the backstory. We were, what was the one that brought it up? Was it banana?
I think it was watermelon or...
No. That was down the road. Okay, so we just started. For some reason, somebody brought up banana. And I said it was a fruit. And then I said, wait, is it? And Belly said, well, it grows on trees, so yes.
Yeah. The general rule of
what the hell is that? I never heard that. If it grows on trees...
You didn't know that a banana was fruit?
No.
He did. He got it.
I guessed it, but I'm not very good at these. I actually tried to correct somebody thinking that there was 52 states yesterday.
What?
Yeah. Somebody
Instead
said
of
50. Somebody said 50 states on air on a show I watched, and I was like, 52.
No,
Wait a
there's
minute.
51 now.
Oh, God. Okay, let's not go down this rabbit hole.
No. Still 50.
But I started saying, wait a minute. That's not a rule. If it grows on trees, it's a fruit, and if it doesn't, it's a vegetable. Is that a rule? Let's find.
That's definitely not a rule.
No.
All right, so we're gonna play a game show with you.
I think it's guaranteed if it grows on a tree, though, that it is a fruit.
So Belly's put this together.
No, it's
not. No, that's what I said. I said you're full of shit.
All right. It's because anything that grows in a tree comes from a seed. All right? That would make it a fruit.
Nuts come from seeds. They're not fruit.
Ooh.
Oh, nuts do grow on trees.
I told him to take this to the show. It's going to be good. Get your music on. Can we do this?
Yes.
Let's do this. We're going to play fruits or vegetables.
Well, guess what, folks? It's another edition here of Fruits or Vegetables. So today we're going to find out how much you know about fruits or vegetables.
Potts, be ready on the dinger or the fail. Okay?
Now, let's get started. Luch, let's go with beets.
Beets? That's got to be a vegetable.
Ding, ding. You are correct, sir.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Potts. Let's start with pineapple.
Fruit.
Ding, ding.
These are too easy. Braxton.
Kiwi.
Fruit.
Ding, ding. Oh, we're just good, folks. Our parents are very happy that you know the difference
third grade
between
teachers.
fruits and vegetables. All right, let's continue here. Watermelon. Luch dog.
That's not...
oh, come on,
it's got to be a
dude.
fruit, right? It's a melon. Fruit?
Ding, ding.
Yes.
All right. Peas. Pots.
Peas?
Fuck.
Come
Vegetable.
on. Yeah, right?
That was a trick question. It's a legume.
It's
All right.
Braxton Blue.
And now for Braxton Blue. Bell peppers.
Ooh.
Vegetable for sure, but I know that maybe some people would say fruit.
Some people may say fruit, but that is correct. It's a vegetable.
It's got seeds in it.
That's right. Now, everyone's favorite, Brussels sprouts.
Oh, that's a veggie for days.
Yeah, veggie for days. That is just the perfect round for fruits or vegetables. Thanks for playing today. We appreciate everything you did. So thank you again to our sponsors. Let's see. let marinate, of course, the fruit and vegetable homeland to all. Soapbox Sports, who has nothing to do with fruits or vegetables, but they want you to eat them. And to all the moms in the land and doctors who say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So thank you for playing. Or vegetables. Thank you. And that's been an ad was brought to you by G-Spot brand.
Belly Matt LaBelle, ladies and gentlemen. Very good. Very good. Oh, that's really funny. All right.
You guys crushed the fruits or vegetable train, though, so good for you guys.
Well, are there any that are difficult? Because I started saying tomato.
Well,
do you have the information on the tomato that you pulled up?
So tomato can be considered, tomato's the main actual argument point. So let's see what everyone thinks go around the room.
The tomato is basically GIF or GIF of fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
Right?
And watermelon's actually both as well.
No.
It's a both.
Wait, didn't you pull up some laws and rules and regulations of why the tomato is a vegetable?
So actually, this is actually a Supreme Court case.
We'll get off
decided
this in a second
here. What tomato was. Can you guess what it
serious?
decided it was?
Oh yeah, no. This is how far down the rabbit hole we went yesterday. So what do you think, Potts? What did
the Supreme Court decide in fruits or vegetable? You're still going to go with veggie. You said vegetable.
It's a fruit.
You think it's a fruit?
I mean, no. I think
it's a veg.
It's got seeds. It's got to be a vegetable. Brax?
Seeds? Apples have seeds, and it's a
Damn it,
fruit.
Watermelon has seeds.
All right,
you have the worst arguments.
So in Nick's,
this is not my wheelhouse.
Nick's versus Hedden.
Right. So you know what his fruit is? Pasta. That he thinks that's his fruit. Is
tomato sauce. Red tomato sauce.
Right, marinara sauce. That's a vegetable. Which, by the way, the fucking school system considers tomato sauce a vegetable. Therefore, pizza is allowed on the menu because it has vegetables.
He's right.
Would you say cucumber's a fruit or a vegetable?
It's a vegetable.
Veggie.
Did we get tomato first? Cucumber's a fruit?
Fruit.
No, it's not.
Cucumber is a fruit.
No, it's not. Sorry.
not.
Where's your source?
Fruit comes from watermelon. Watermelons, cantaloupe, cucumbers all come from the same family. Squash is a fruit. Because it comes from the ovary of a seed. It is actually, in technicality, botany-wise, a fruit.
From the social media lounge.
Roots and things like carrots and potatoes are going to be veggies.
Well, I picked a good day to show up hungover. Can we get some cucumber water and waffle fries in the social media lounge, please?
Cucumber gin and tonics for everybody. I love me some good old cucumber gin and tonics.
Cucumber, ew. Kiwi is dank. I miss having my own garden. I love your background music. Fruit. Fruits should have to be sweet. You're a vegetable tomato. I just took a fat dab. Okay, cool. All right. Social media lounge is popping off.
So scientifically speaking, tomatoes are a fruit. But in Supreme Court case Nix versus Hedden, 1893, the Supreme Court, which this argument went all the way up to, thank you for the legal system taking care of this.
Yeah, the time and effort and money, that's great.
Thanks to U.S. custom regulations, tomato has been classified as a vegetable. Yes. But let's be honest, folks, that's all a money grab. Vegetables are taxed higher than fruit. So
is that
the
true?
Government locking it in again.
Oh, wow.
This is why.
Can I just say, on a side note, I've learned more from Belly in the last 10 minutes than I did in all the years that I went to Radford.
Thank you. Who needs college? We're here for you, teaching you every day.
Save yourself the $100,000 and just listen to our show. You don't actually need to go to college. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
You can even donate half of that.
If that's not enough, we'll let you intern. You can just go into the studio and you can intern if you still need to learn more. It's fine. We got you.
All right, so let's move on into very good, boys. Very good, very good. I want to do the video that we sent Potts. Can we do that on air? And we'll just does Brax have that?
He did not have that.
All right, so Belly, I'm going to mute your guys' mics. Can you guys go ahead and do that? I'll filibuster. All right, so I told you guys that I DJ'd for an 8th grade group last night. This group of kids, like 200-300 kids, and they're like the nicest kids. This is a really good group of kids, 8th grade. I love middle school, by the way, because they'll do things, Potts, like you'll play a song, and they'll be like, and you'll see the group of girls just sitting at the table. They're tapping their feet, but they're like they're like too cool, you know?
Right.
And then like I'll play a song that's like good, but it's like shut up and dance, you know what I mean? And they'll be like, play rap. Like that's what you hear from the DJ booth. Play rap.
Ugh.
Okay. So I know the girl who said it, first of all. And those are kids. I'm not actually getting frustrated or mad at them. I laugh at this because it's kids. They don't know any better. But it's really funny because I said, play rap. What? Hold on. What's going on?
So I got to figure out a way real quick to mute Pot so he can't hear it when we hit play.
All right,
it's going to play
ahead.
So you're muting.
I'm on my own here. So that's fine. That's fine. So what I'm saying is that they go, play rap. And I'm like, great. So I play, what did I play? I played a rap song. You know, it was Rihanna, no, it wasn't Rihanna. It's not a rap song. It was, I forget what it was, but it definitely was rap. And she turns around as soon as I hit play, and she goes like this. Not that one. Right?
A wild guess, too.
I wish I had your laugh. We had to mute your mic. But yeah, Potts is just cracking up. Because it's just like, come on, girl. I mean, like, come over and tell me what you want. Don't just scream at me every time that, you know. So she came, I said, come over here. And I flipped her in 2 seconds. All you have to do is say, hey, what would you like? And then all of a sudden, that's middle school. They're obnoxious until you show them they're being obnoxious. And then they're like your best friend for the rest of the night. So do we have this up? Okay, so hold on a second. So if we can, I'm going to unmute Potts now. It was really funny because at one point of the night, I realized there was a group of about 15 girls copying me. I'm not the best dancer, but they're copying every move I make. So at this point, Potts, you're unmuted. You can talk and everything. But at this point, guys, I'm doing my hand stuff.
Oh, my God.
I'm just doing a lot of hand movements. And I look out, and the whole crowd is doing this with their hands. And I'm like, what the hell? So then I start...
Which is some sort of like drunk Macarena or something. I'm not sure what he's doing.
It's entertaining. So then I start doing the Cartman, the Carlton, right? And they're all doing the Carlton.
That's white boy dancing at its finest there,
and
folks.
let's be honest, this is a group of 8th graders from Ohio. Nothing against Ohio, but I mean, for whatever reason, it was just all white kids. It was. I mean, I know my audience. I'm not saying it as a racist thing, but I know what kind of, you play different music to different groups of people because we definitely know that different nationalities and backgrounds grew up liking different sorts of music, and you want to make sure as the DJ you connect to your audience. So I have to really be conscious of that.
When we would be in the nightclub, in D.C., I used to run Nation Nightclub, and we would do back-to-back shows. We would do like a go-go show, which is very urban and African-American, and then we would roll right into an electronic, like EDM, electronic music.
Sure.
And we would have to flip the room. So as soon as the go-go show would be over, we would turn on house music because, I mean, this isn't racist, but most black people hate house music, and it would clear the room out, so then we could flip the room and clean it. So...
Music
absolutely.
Can be used
Certain demographics like different music.
I play, and I'm not trying to be racist. I'm reading the crowd. Right. I know that when I usually see a crowd of the cleaning staff who comes in to break everything down after everybody has left, and they're mostly Hispanic. I'm dropping Hispanic beats for the cleaning crew. Like, I want them to have a good time, Yeah. So what we wanted to do is I wanted to show you guys a video. Now, I already showed this video to Potts, but he hasn't heard the music behind it. He watched it on mute, just like we're going to have you guys do now. So we realize that the podcast, this isn't the best thing for the podcast, but it will probably be funny. Brax, can you show the people this video on mute? And I want you guys to guess the song that is playing in the background just by watching this video of me and the kids in the crowd. Here you go. We're going nuts for the podcast.
They're jumping up and down. Potts has seen this video. They're going crazy.
They got their cell phones out.
Adam's got his selfie game going strong.
Oh, you can see the top of my dome, and that's it. And they're just going nuts. So, Social Media Lounge, I want you to guess what you think the song is in this. Can
I guess? I mean,
I
really haven't heard the song.
Potts,
I only have one guess, and it really has nothing. I wouldn't have even had to see the video, but I'm going to say "It Takes Two" by Rob Bass and Easy Rock.
That is a good guess.
It has to be,
but it's not it. It's not it.
What? Oh shit! All right.
It is not it. Very good though, because I know you had told us.
I thought I had it.
Brax, play it one more time without the volume. Without the volume. Go ahead and play it one more time. I got people saying in the Social Media Lounge, you can't do hand stuff at a middle school dance.
What middle school dance did they go to?
Oh, man. I am terrible at pop music. Let's go. Social Media Lounge. What song do you think this is in the background? It is not It Takes Two.
I would say it would be something like Jump.
Does
jump.
Brax,
Jump.
Jump
that's
around.
a good one.
Jump
That's a good
around.
guess.
Jump.
House of
Jump.
Pain.
I mean, they're literally jumping up and down in the video, so you got to go with something like that.
Brax, do you have a
Good
guess, or
guess.
do you already know?
I have no idea.
What do you guess?
I don't want to say jump because Billy just said it, but I'm probably just going to guess it's one of the top 10 radio songs right now, whatever that may be.
False. Social media, good
Maybe
good
like
guess.
5 years ago.
Social Media Lounge, what's that annoying song that repeats itself over and over? Is it Little John? No, it's not Little John. That's a good guess. Should we play it for the people and let them know? We got to get out of here.
Transition,
Yeah, play the
play
damn
it
song.
with
Let's
music.
go.
Spots is very, very testy today.
I want to see. Well, I mean, I got it wrong. I guess.
Here we go. So here we go, folks. This is your answer. Brax, reveal to them.
Katy Perry.
Firework.
Would have been better if it was Jump.
I just thought it was. I was like, "There's
Jump
no
around.
way they're gonna guess this. You'd never guess this."
I can't hear it.
Katy Perry, Firework.
Oh, gross.
Now, here's what's funny about that. They all had the exact same reaction as Potts did when I pressed play on the song. They all did this. And I know they're going to do this because they're 8th graders and they're very particular. And that was cool like when they were in elementary school.
Right.
So clearly it's not cool anymore. So what do you
Right.
do as the DJ when you know this is a song that kids, adults, everybody gets into when it gets to the chorus? You know it's going to slay. You just have to win them over at the beginning. You say, folks, trust me on this one. And you press play. And then they go, yeah. And I just go, it's okay to like it. And then I shut up.
It's okay to like it. That's actually really great.
That's all you gotta
just
do.
Say it's okay to like
It's
it. and
okay
just
to like
step
it.
Back from the table.
And then I just.
It ain't going anywhere. You might as well enjoy it, kids.
Oh, man. I've had so much fun with you guys today. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Belly, I've had a blast. We got to get everybody out of here. Potts, say goodbye to the people.
That's all I got. Happy birthday to our own Braxton Blue. Hope you have a great day. And we'll see you guys in a couple days.
Thank you,
Kindly
sir.
go fuck yourselves.
There he goes. Get him off screen before he switches. He loves to leave us really fast. There he is. Thanks, Potts. We love you, buddy. All right. Belly Matt LaBelle. Before I have him say goodbye, I do have to say one quick thank you to him for rocking it yesterday on his own during the Voice of One Wheel, switching over all the scenes. We didn't have Brax. He was the guest host for the show. He did an amazing job, and I appreciate you, man. What do you got left for the people?
As always, we want you to like and subscribe to our page. I'm going to be the one that'll always remind you to do so. So please do that. But otherwise,
Can you do it in Australian?
like and subscribe to our show, please. While you're having another blooming onion,
It's that easy.
throw another shrimp on the barbie.
There you go. Folks, it's been a blast today. Brax, say goodbye. Happy birthday, dude.
Thank you. We will see you all next week.
We'll miss you on Friday, but he'll be back next week. For everybody here at TTR Studios, thank you for your time and your appreciation of comedy. We will see you guys on Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern, right here from TTR Studios. It's Luch Dog in the morning.
At litmradio.com.
See you guys.